Welcome back to another video I have for you guys here on Madden 21. Now today we have a career simulation. I've decided to do a career simulation of Jalen Hurts, right? So now he's the new starting quarterback for the Philadelphia Eagles. Carson Wentz has not been playing well. So Jalen Hurts started last week against the Saints, and he was able to actually win in his first NFL game there against a very good team as well. Also, that score at the top left is not correct. I just wanted to point that out, just because you can't actually load into week 15 right now, so I had to load into week 14 and then simulate every game. Well, I forced all the correct wins for every game, and then I simulated. But yeah, today we're just going to be doing the entire career of Jalen Hurts. I'm going to have him start for the Philadelphia Eagles this entire time. I might eventually switch over to a coach and trade Carson Wentz. I was thinking about doing that maybe in the offseason, because I think him going to the Colts makes a lot of sense. I just don't know if I'll get a first-round draft pick back or a second-rounder, something like that. But I just think him going back with Frank Reich makes a lot of sense there. But anyway, hopefully you guys are looking forward to this video. If you end up enjoying this one, it would mean a lot to me if you could hit that like button down below. And also, if you're not already subscribed, maybe consider hitting that subscribe button. So yeah, we have Jalen Hurts on the Philadelphia Eagles. Not too much more to say here. He should be the starter now for the rest of this video. Well, at least this season. Maybe eventually he'll be a backup. But let me just make sure he started that last game. Yeah, okay, he definitely started that game. And he had 350 yards and 3 touchdowns. Okay, pretty cool. Doing quite well there, I guess. But now let's just simulate to the end of the season, and let's see if the Eagles can make it into the playoffs. We finished on the bottom of the NFC East, 5-10-1 though, so at least, you know, the Eagles have a good draft pick. Jalen Hurts had 1,055 yards, 6 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. I mean, I guess it's not too bad. Not much of a sample size, though. How did he run the ball? He had 2 rushing touchdowns. All right, I mean, that's fine. Now, though, I think we can just hop into the offseason. I guess we might as well see who wins the Super Bowl first. Okay, so really quickly, I just switched over to Doug Peterson. I'm going to do this because I think I am going to be trading Carson Wentz. But let's see who wins the Super Bowl. 24-21, the Colts are going to win. Okay, so I can't actually bring back any players. I don't want to actually influence any of this team in terms of re-signing, but I will be trading Carson Wentz, like I said, in the offseason. But let's advance by really quickly here. I also want to import a draft class because I might as well use Bengals draft class for this. You know, it'd be cool just to see who they can select with this draft pick here. Maybe they get a receiver, help Jalen Hurts out a little bit. Let me go ahead and do that, and then I will see you guys probably at the start of next season. All right, so I'm in the draft here currently, and the Eagles have the 6th overall pick. That doesn't really matter. I want to see if I can trade Carson Wentz with the Colts. And I can't right now because of the salary cap. Let me go ahead and get rid of somebody else. This trade would cause the Eagles to exceed the league's salary cap. Okay, so I can't trade Carson Wentz at this current position. That's fine, I guess. I will see you guys then at the end of the draft. I'm not going to make any of these selections. Also, I feel like I should point out that Bengal has been doing a ton of these career simulations lately. So if you somehow don't know that, definitely go ahead and check those videos out. I actually reached out to him to make sure like it was cool that I did this in case he planned on doing a Jalen Hurts one soon. But anyway, let's go over the draft recap. And let's see who the Eagles ended up taking here in the first round. We got Jamar Chase. Okay, that's going to be an excellent addition to the team. Hopefully he helps out Jalen Hurts quite a bit. We also got, you know, a left tackle, a safety, a cornerback potentially. Not a bad draft there for the Eagles. Jamar Chase is phenomenal. So I'm going to go ahead and put Carson Wentz on the trade block. I'm not even sure if the team can still trade him at this moment. But I'm just going to do that and then switch back to Jalen Hurts. And then hopefully Carson Wentz is traded at some point. Okay, so now we are back with Jalen Hurts. Let's go ahead and advance. I'm just going to go straight to the end of the season because I don't think there's any reason to stop. Because this video is going to take a while if I spend too much time on each season. So let's just go straight to the end of the year and let's see if the Eagles are in the playoffs. Alright, so we are not in the wild card. The Eagles did not make the playoffs again. They finished 7-9 this season. Let's see how Jalen Hurts did though. 3,850 yards, 29 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. Not a bad season. Also, Carson Wentz is still here. So either nobody wanted to trade for him or he got taken off of the trade block when I switched back to Jalen Hurts. I want the Eagles to get rid of him at this point in this franchise, just because it doesn't make any sense for Carson Wentz to still be on this team. Whatever. Anyway, Jalen Hurts had a pretty good season. How'd the receivers do? Jalen Reagor had a great year. That's pretty cool to see. Jamar Chase was okay in his rookie season. 6 touchdowns for him. Alshon Jeffrey, I still feel like getting way too many targets, but that's fine. At least we have Jalen Reagor and Jamar Chase, who should develop super well. I don't think Jalen Hurts would be in any of those categories, so let's just go to the Super Bowl. Let's see who's in it. I guess there's a chance he could have been in best quarterback for the NFC because he had a pretty good year. So I guess I'll go ahead and check that one. I don't think he's going to be there, but we might as well. We were 30th in the NFL in offense as well. I'm sure Miles Sanders didn't really have a good season. So let's go to NFC Offensive Player of the Year. He's probably not going to be in this list. He actually was at number 7. Interesting. Was he in the best quarterback list as well then? He was at number 10 in the best quarterback list. Okay. Now we can see who's going to win the Super Bowl between the Cowboys and the Chargers. Let's go ahead and advance by. I could have spent my experience on Jalen Hurts. Kind of forgot to be honest, but I think I have auto progression on, so the experience point should be spent right now. We can also check out if you went up in development or anything like that. Actually, they are not being spent. I have to spend these all individually. I'll go ahead and do that for sure. But the Cowboys are going to win 14-13. Okay, so Jalen Hurts, what are you looking like right now? You're 69 overall still. Normal development. Hopefully that changes at some point. I'm just going to go into... I don't know what to go into. Improviser, maybe? We can get him to fit the scheme at some point, potentially. All right, so Jalen Hurts will be up to a 73 overall. I spent those experience points on a couple different archetypes. Let's go straight to the next season, probably. I don't think we need to do anything else right now. I want to see who we drafted, though. So am I able to enter the draft from this screen, from like the player screen? I don't know if I can. Oh, I can. All right, cool. I can start the draft. Maybe I could just simulate it from that screen, and that would actually work. Let's simulate to the end of the draft. Hopefully I can still see the draft recap if I'm, using just one player. I feel like my hair looks kind of weird with this hat. I just showered a little bit ago, so if it looks funky, that's probably why. But we are approaching the end of the draft. Hopefully we got Jalen Hurts, some new weapons. I'll also have to check out who we signed in free agency and whatnot. But let's go over the draft. Did we sign anybody really cool here? In the first round, we got a 75 outside linebacker, a 74 strong safety, 72 defensive tackle. Any development traits on these guys? Normal development for the strong safety, probably normal for the outside linebacker. Actually, never mind. He has hidden. He's a pass rusher, though. He doesn't fit this team at all. Also, this defensive tackle is hidden. That guy's sick. It sucks that Peter Hyde doesn't fit this team at all, unless the defense switches at some point. Maybe I shouldn't use her just the player. Honestly, if I just use her the team, I could always get the team into a good position for each season. I think I'm going to switch back to the coach. I'm sorry to be all over the place. This is the first time I've done one of these. I'm going to switch back to the coach. I'm just going to make sure Jalen Hurts, stays the starter, of course. And then also, I will make sure everything is done by the computer, like all the logistics of the team. So if Jalen Hurts doesn't re-sign with the Eagles, we'll follow him to whatever team he ends up going to. So let me switch back here. All right, so we're chilling now here back with Doug Peterson. Let's see who the team ended up signing, though. I'm interested in this. Let's just see if anybody is different on the roster. So Carson Wentz is obviously still here. Is he on the trade block, like, still? No, I think he got taken off the trade block. We're going to add him to the trade block again. The offensive line isn't looking that great at the moment. We lost a couple people on the left side of the line. Andre Dillard is still here, though. He could start at left guard. We have Nick Killings over there, who's not too good. I guess let's move Andre Dillard over. We have some different linebackers here on the defensive side. That's interesting. This Hyde dude definitely has to move down. I'm going to move him down to left end. Maybe he can eventually replace Brandon Graham or something, because he's not a 4-3 outside linebacker, that's for sure. He's more of a defensive end. Okay, so he's a 75 overall down there. He probably should start above Brandon Graham for now, but I'm going to let it go for this next season. I'm not going to mess with anything else. So this is going to be the team, obviously, but that doesn't really matter. All that really matters is Jalen Hurts. He's still not up in development trade. Hopefully that changes at some point. But let's go ahead and advance by this season. I'm going to go week by week for a little while to see if I can trade Carson Wentz. Okay, so Doug Peterson got fired. Interesting. I can't see how the team did. Can I, like, change my coach again? Doug Peterson got fired. That's hilarious. I'm going to keep coach firing on, I guess, because why not? I have to start as Carson Wentz. I don't want to do that. Can I start as a coach? I have to make my own coach, right? All right, so we're just going to go ahead and make a coach. Why not? Anthor Schrambush is taking over. This man better not be fired. Let's go ahead and start. If he's fired again, then we'll figure it out. That's just really funny that Doug Peterson ended up getting fired. They went 4-12, so that makes some sense. Jalen Hurts wasn't too good. 3,600 yards, 29 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. Maybe we need a playbook change. I can go ahead and try that at some point. I didn't want to change too much, but if it keeps going like this, I feel like this video is going to get super boring. I want Jalen Hurts to progress at least a little bit. Jamar Chase, 9 touchdowns, though. Arcega-Whiteside gets 7. Jalen Reagor, 2. Dallas Goedert, 6. All right, so a pretty big failure of a season here for the Eagles once again. Also, their cap situation is probably awful at the moment. Let's just go straight to the Super Bowl. Let's see who's in it. Washington makes it into the Super Bowl. They went 13-3. I didn't even take notice of that. But let's advance by, see if Washington could take down the Patriots. That would be kind of nutty. And they do, 35-24. Also, no chance Jalen Hurts got any of those awards. Let's go straight to the draft. And hopefully after this, we can change the playbook and the team can actually start performing a little bit better. Let's start the NFL draft. I'm going to simulate straight by it. I want to see something. If I simulate here, can I still check out the draft recap? I'm sure I can. All right, sweet. I can check out the draft recap. Let's see who the team got. Anyone really good? No. We had a really bad draft. We got a 69 overall player in the first round, Emmett Henley. That sucks. Okay, so this team didn't really seem to get that much better. Let's advance to the next week. The team is not in a great spot. They're an 82 overall, 85 offense, 80 defense. Let me go ahead and change the playbooks, though. Maybe this will make, some kind of a difference here for Jalen Hurts. Also, there's no team that can take in Carson Wentz at the moment. So he's kind of just like eating up cap down there. I should probably just release him. But we do have a new offensive playbook now. I'm going to rock with the Bears playbook. The Bears also have a super good playbook in this game. We have Kareem Hunt, though. Okay, maybe this team will play better with Kareem Hunt here. Adam Humphries joins the team. Sure, why not? Let's check out on the defense. Anybody notable here? We have Devondre Campbell. Carl Lawson's on the team. This guy was a superstar X Factor. What? Okay, he has to play somewhere, man. I want to follow the career of that guy. What is that? I'm sorry, Carl Lawson, but you're probably getting started over. Because why would you not start this man? He is a superstar X Factor. Let me make sure this guy's starting somewhere. Maybe he can just rush off the left side there. That's fine, instead of Derek Barnett. Whatever. I think that'll be perfectly fine here. But that's going to be the team then heading in this next year. That's insane that that guy's a superstar X Factor. What a draft pick then by the computer, for the Eagles. But now, this team should play far better. We have a couple different options. We at least have a good running back now. Nothing against Miles Sanders. He just never plays well in Madden. But now Kareem Hunt should have a really good season, hopefully. I'm hoping the defense can also do pretty well. Let's go straight to the playoffs, and let's see how Jalen Hurts does this year. Okay, so the team is still not in the playoffs, but at least Anthony Schrambush wasn't fired. 6-10. They're still doing terribly. Oh, no. Jalen Hurts had a ton of yards, though. 29 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. A much better season than last year. Was Kareem Hunt pretty bad? He was actually really good. Miles Sanders had a ton of rushing touchdowns, though, just out of nowhere. Jalen Reagor was also super good. We have 6 touchdowns there for Jamar Chase. I want him to get more targets, but it's okay. Let's see if Jalen Hurts is in any of the yearly awards this year. Probably not for MVP. Speaking of that, Mac Jones wins it. Colin Kaepernick at number 2. Okay, sure. Jalen Hurts at number 9. That's pretty cool. Offensive Player of the Year goes to Mac Jones as well. Jalen Hurts at number 7. And then Best Quarterback goes to Mac Jones. He's insane. And then we have Jalen Hurts at number 8. Okay, so maybe he can go up in development trade this year and actually kind of, progress. That would be quite nice here. I kind of want him to change teams, dude. I want a different team. The Eagles just don't seem good in Madden, but it's whatever. The Seahawks and the Browns are in the Super Bowl here. Let's go ahead, advance by this week. Let's see who's going to win. My money's on the Browns like usual. They actually lose 30-24. Okay, Jalen Hurts, are you up in development trade? He is actually up in development trade. Okay, so he's up to star. That's really nice. Hopefully he can begin developing really well. Also, Carson Wentz, I'm sorry, man. You had a really sad end of your career, but I'm going to go ahead and release you. Maybe we do a Carson Wentz career simulation at some point where he gets, traded to the Colts. I think that could be pretty interesting. But anyway, let's go to the draft once again, and then I will simulate bye, and we can go over who we ended up selecting. I also forgot to check what that defensive end did this last season. I'll check out his overall after we go over, who we selected in the draft. Also, I think it's a good time to check out what Jalen Hurts' contract is looking like. The team drafted a quarterback. Okay, so maybe they don't go with Jalen Hurts. He only has normal development. Why would they take a quarterback in the first round? Let's advance by, and I'm sure Jalen Hurts is still going to be the starter. Let me check out his contract as well. So he's no longer on the Eagles. I guess I should have checked that out before I went over the draft. Okay, I was kind of losing track of the years in my head. Also, what is this running back situation? Why did they sign Austin Eckler? The Eagles have a really strange team right now, but I need to know. This defensive end's only up to an 83, so he's actually not all that good. That's fine. It's whatever. Let's go ahead and find Jalen Hurts and then switch to the coach of that team. All right, well, this is kind of sad. I hate the Patriots, and Jalen Hurts made his way over to the Patriots. Okay, so let's kind of check out the team he has around him now. This team's still not that great. It's an 82 overall, 83 offense, 81 defense. I don't really know how well this team's going to do, but we have T. Higgins. Okay, that's interesting. Sony Michel is the running back. I don't know how I feel about this roster. Chase Winovich is up to a superstar X Factor. Okay, this defense is actually sick. A bunch of superstars going around. Okay, maybe this team can do something here. Also, we have a really good left outside linebacker. That's awesome. He's up to a 90. Yeah, this team's actually pretty decent then. He's also super young still. Okay, that's fantastic. Let me go ahead and change the playbooks here once again. I'll keep the defensive playbooks, but the offensive playbook, honestly, I might just keep the Patriots and see how they do for a season. Because I think they have a pretty decent playbook. They made the Super Bowl in this franchise so far. So I might as well keep it. And now we can go ahead and simulate after we check out the contract that Jalen Hurts signed. How long is he going to be a Patriot? He signed a 3-year contract here with the Patriots. Okay. Through 2026. So we have, a couple seasons to potentially win a Super Bowl under Griffin Murphy. Let's go ahead and advance, though. And I'll let you guys know if the Patriots make the Super Bowl at the end of the season. Okay, so we were fired. It's really funny that our coaches keep getting fired. Let's go ahead and make a new coach for the Patriots. Guess it's probably going to be Anthony Schrambush again. I could turn off coach firing. I don't know. I think it's just funny when the coach firing is on. It doesn't really make too much of a difference, to be completely honest. I'm just going to make a new coach anyway. It really doesn't take too much time. Anthony Schrambush is back. Okay. I don't know if he's still the coach of the Eagles. He honestly might be. Whatever, it doesn't matter. We did not make the playoffs. They went 7-9. Jalen Hurts, though, are you doing well? 4,200 yards, 27 touchdowns, 20 interceptions. This really was not a good season then. Sony Michel wasn't too good. Will Ridley actually had a good year, though, with 9 touchdowns. Receiving, Terrence Marshall was great. Alex Younger was actually okay. Anthony Miller, 7 touchdowns. T. Higgins only gets 1. We'll go ahead and change the playbook this next year, but honestly, his years of progressing are coming to an end. So he kind of has to win something shortly if he's going to win anything at all in this video. Unless he somehow ends up going to, like, the Browns. Maybe then he'd win something just because of the team he's on. Let's advance by, though, and see who's going to win the Super Bowl, the Colts or the 49ers. The 49ers handled the Colts very easily, 28-10. Now, I very much doubt Jalen Hurts is up in development trait. Okay, so he is not up in development trait. This team definitely needs a pretty big revamp. We have some decent receivers. We need a new running back, though. We also have some pretty decent edge rushers, I guess, in some positions. Okay, but we definitely need some different players. Hopefully the computer can sign some pretty good guys, and then maybe Jalen Hurts can actually make it into the playoffs for once. Alright, so once again, let's check out the draft. Did the team help out Jalen Hurts at all with their selections? They got a 77 overall cornerback. Okay. Pretty good looking player, only normal development, though. A 70 overall receiver. Maybe if he has hidden, he can be pretty decent. He actually has normal, so he's not too good. He's not bad, though. I guess not a terrible second-round selection. Let's advance by here and then go ahead and check out the team, see if anybody new joins the squad. The team's an 83, though. 83 offense, 84 defense. I don't really expect this team to make it into the postseason, especially since we didn't really do too much here on offense. We didn't sign a new running back, so I don't think this team's going to do well again. Jalen Hurts, man, I'm sorry. You're not really getting help from the computer. You're not getting a good supporting cast. But maybe this team kind of out of nowhere can just do something. I don't really think that's going to happen. I did change the playbook, though. We have the Bears offensive playbook. That's when Jalen Hurts had his best season. Let's go to the playoffs once again, and maybe this team can sneak in. The team, again, is not in the playoffs, dude. Jalen Hurts is getting very unlucky. 6-10 for the Patriots. Maybe he just isn't that good. Actually, that's completely false. He had a really good season. Oh, he had an excellent season. 4,300 yards, 36 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. Just probably no running game. Yeah, the running back had 3.1 yards per carry. He was the second leading rusher with 4 yards per carry. Receiving was probably pretty good. Najee easily had a great season. So did Terrence Marshall and T. Higgins. These guys all played super well. Alex Younger was even decent with 6 touchdowns. Let's just quickly check out what the defense is doing. 12.5 sacks for this outside linebacker. This dude is a stud. 10.5 for Chase Winovich. He's also playing incredibly well. So the defense seems to be doing at least decently. They're 28th on offense, 25th on defense. Okay. Jalen Hurts is probably in the conversation for MVP. He is at number 7. Right above the quarterback for the Eagles, so I guess he's a little bit better at this point. AFC Offensive Player of the Year. Jalen Hurts is at number 3 for Offensive Player of the Year. That's pretty dope. And then Best Quarterback, he's probably near the top 5 years at number 4. There we go. So, you know, he's at least having some decent years every once in a while. It seems like whenever he has the Bears playbook, he does super well. Let's go to the Super Bowl. And I think we have 1 more year left on this team, unless he gets re-signed. But honestly, I want him on a different team. He needs to be on a team with a good running back. In order to do well in Madden, you kind of need that. But the 49ers are going to win the Super Bowl 21-14. I think that's back-to-back, right? I guess we can go over these development trade upgrades. Let's see if Jalen Hurts is up. He should be, I feel like, at this point. And he is. He's an 83 overall superstar development quarterback. Okay. The outside linebacker should also be up. He had a really good season. Let's go ahead and simulate to the draft again, and we'll see if we get any other good pieces to help out Hurts. Alright, so once again, let's see if the team helped him out at all. In the first round, we got a 76 overall receiver, Steve Bush, normal development, 6'5", 92 speed. Okay. Jermaine Thomas, a cornerback here, normal development for him. Alright, so nobody's super good. Pretty good receiver, I guess. But the team is an 81 overall, man. This team is not progressing well. That Bush guy isn't even going to be playing, technically, because Deacon Boykin is starting above him. I'm going to start Bush. He seems a lot better. Honestly, like, he should be the third receiver. He has much more potential. And then on the defense, did we sign anybody in free agency worth noting? I don't believe so. At least no one, like, super good that I can notice. So, honestly, it's not that big of a deal then if we did sign anyone at all. Alright then, I guess we can just advance to the end of the season. I don't think this team's going to make it into the playoffs, but then hopefully Jalen Hurts can switch teams after this year. Once again, for poor Jalen Hurts, his team is not in the postseason. 6-10, dude. How is Jalen Hurts doing now? 3,900 yards, 23 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. Once again, not even a bad season. I just feel like he has no help from his running back. Yeah, 3.3 yards per carry. Please get him off this team. Like, make this video a bit more enjoyable. Let him go to a different squad. Alex Younger had a good season, though. Over 1,000 yards. I guess that's pretty cool. I guess let's check out if he's in any of these yearly awards. I highly doubt it. AFC Offensive Player of the Year. He is not on this list. Best quarterback, most likely not as well. Maybe at number 10. No, he didn't make it. Alright, that's fine. So let's advance by once again, and then we can check out his contract. Let's see if he re-signed here with the Patriots. The Falcons are in the Super Bowl, so if Carson Wentz is still their quarterback, he might end up winning a Super Bowl here, actually playing in the game. 41-14, the Bills are going to win, never mind. But let's go ahead and see if Jalen Hurts is going to remain on this team. So he's probably not up in development trait. I didn't really expect him to be, but he's an 85 overall now. Let's check out his stats and contracts. Is it still going to come to an end this season? He signed an extension. He has a 3-year extension here on the Patriots. Oh no, man, he's never going to make the playoffs. Like, there's a good chance he's going to retire without ever playing in a playoff game. That would be very tragic. They do have a really good defensive line here, though. A 99 overall outside linebacker, 96 overall Quinnen Williams, 90 overall Chase Winovich. Both of the guys down there, superstar X Factors. But let's go straight into the draft again. Please, Patriots organization, help out my man, Jalen Hurts. Give him some weapons. Give him a better running back. Give him a better offensive line, please. Okay, let's go over the draft recap once again. The first overall pick for us was a defensive tackle, a 76 overall, who's also down in morale. We have a 69 overall center. Alright, so not a great draft, but I guess it could have been much worse. Let's advance by here, start this next season, and then I'll make sure to check out if we have a different running back. Please tell me we have a better running back on this team. It doesn't seem like it, man. We probably have the same running back we've had the past couple seasons. We have a 79 overall running back. I think this changed. He's a 28-year-old running back, though, at a 79. He's not going to do that well, man. He's really not. Okay, this team is not going to do well once again, most likely. Did we sign anyone on defense? No one that I've noticed, at least. We do still have a handful of really good players. We just need the running back to do well, and I think this team can make it into the postseason. That's kind of what I feel like happens in, like, every rebuild. If you have a good running back, you have a pretty decent chance of making the playoffs, as long as you have, like, a decent team around the running back. If you have a bunch of, like, 12 overall players, they're not going to do anything, but if you have, like, an 80 overall team around, like, a 95 overall running back, you'll probably make it into the postseason. The coach was fired again, dude. We've been fired 3 times. Let's go ahead and make a new coach. I think it's been 3 times, at least, but look at that. We were 1-3-3-7 on the leaderboard all time. Let's go back to the Patriots. I'm just kind of sifting through the NFL, and, like, we're one of the worst teams. Most of these teams are at least an 85. That's crazy. Alright, well, anyway, back to the Patriots. Okay, so what was the record? 8-8. At least we don't have a losing record. Alright, so Jalen Hurts finally not under 500. But he didn't have a good season this year. Not many touchdowns. Still not that many interceptions and a good bit of yardage. If he just had, like, 10 more touchdowns, this would have been a really good season. The running back situation is still so bad. Give him some help there. Alex Younger had a good season again. This tight end's actually pretty good. Terrace Marshall, almost 1,000 yards. I think I called him Terrence earlier. Whatever, I probably did. But almost 1,000 yards for both of these guys. Steve Bush was also alright. Okay, so once again, I don't think Jalen Hurts is going to be in any of these awards, just because he really didn't have many touchdowns. Yeah, okay, so he wasn't in any of those awards. Fine, whatever. Let's go to the Super Bowl. Man, this is so depressing. Jalen Hurts hasn't really done much in this entire video. I want him to go to a different team so badly, but I don't think that's going to happen just because he signed a new contract with the Patriots. So the Giants and the Jaguars are in the Super Bowl. I don't know who I think is going to win. I have no idea who's on either of these teams, so I can't even really make, like, a good guess. 34-19, the Giants are going to win. So Jalen Hurts most certainly is not up in development trait. I mean, he had a lot of yards, but that's definitely not enough. He is up to an 87, though, so he's still not bad. He is going to regress pretty badly, though, in these next couple seasons, that's for sure. We need someone else on this team to really help him out. Like, a running back, please. Can we finally sign a good running back? If we even draft one, I'd be happy. Like, what is happening? Alright, let's check out the draft recap. Please tell me we got somebody on offense. A 72 overall middle linebacker with normal development trait. I mean, that'll probably go up if he plays, just because it's so easy for linebackers to go up in development trait. But he probably won't really be that much of a factor on this team. I don't know. But 85 overall, so the team got better. Who did the computer sign? Tell me they have a different running back. They do not. Did we sign, like, anyone for this offense? It doesn't really look like it. We actually just lost our running back. Okay. We have maybe some different offensive linemen. I don't exactly remember who has been here this past couple seasons. And then on the defense, this guy's not even going to start. We have 2 better middle linebackers than him anyway. Alright, well, I guess once again, let's simulate, and we will not be in the playoffs. There's no way. What do you know? The team did not make the playoffs. 8-8 once again. Dude, Jalen Hurts just can't get over this mediocre slump he's in right now. It was worse than mediocre before. But now, 2 8-8 seasons in a row, come on. He has over 4,000 yards again, 27 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. He's been relatively consistent with at least the yardage. He's had 4,000 yards quite a bit, or at least around that pretty much this entire time. The running situation probably still bad. You're not going to win games like this, man. Please, give him some help. I wish I could go in and sign a running back, but I'm not going to do that. This is just going to be all computer generated. Alex Younger, though, is kind of a stud. 9 touchdowns for him. Marshall also having a pretty good season. Steve Bush, 9 touchdowns. All right, so, some of these playmakers are definitely, making a lot of plays. It just sucks that the running back is holding this team back so much. I guarantee if they had like an 89 overall running back, 88 overall running back, they'd have at least 10 wins. Just saying. But the Browns and the Lions are in the Super Bowl. Going with the Browns again. I don't even care who they have. They're probably going to win, and they do. 39 to 35. Jalen Hurts should still be here, right? Like, he didn't retire, did he? Let me go ahead and see how old he is really quickly, because I don't actually know. He's 31. So he's probably going to retire pretty shortly. All right, so now once again in the draft, they took another corner. Normal development, dude. We have another outside linebacker. This guy is hidden, though, so maybe he's something. I don't know. But I guess let's advance by and see who is on the team here with Jalen Hurts. Please just give me like an 88 overall team. 85 overalls again. Okay. Just a different running back would help out so much. Does he finally have a good running back? He has an 82 overall. It's better, but still not great. Paul Elliott. He's a power back. Maybe he can just mooch a bunch of touchdowns. I don't really know. Still a pretty good receiving core. I've seen worse offensive lines, so I guess that's not terrible. Younger has actually been so good, though. I'm surprised he hasn't developed even better than this. He's a blocking tight end? What are his stats? You're telling me this man has routinely put up 1,000 yards with 68 speed and 70 catching? What? How is this game this broken? It makes no sense. I guess stats don't mean anything. Alright, well anyway, on the defense, it looks decent still, I guess. We still have a pretty good core group of players. Quinnen Williams, Osai, I don't know how to pronounce his name exactly. And then Chase Winovich is going down quite a bit, but those other two guys are playing super, super well still. I guess, once again, let's simulate to the end of the season. I don't expect much here, but let's see what happens. I guess we should actually spend the coach experience as well. I have not been spending this at all. That's kind of on me. Let me just get the quarterback upgrade. That's the only thing that really matters. I don't know if you can make that automatic, the spending of coach experience. I thought just turning all those things to auto, it would be automatic. Maybe it has been getting spent. It just wasn't spent at that specific time. I don't really know, but regardless, we spent it. We were fired once more. Okay, let's go ahead and change the coach. The team finished 5-11. Jalen Hurts. I'm so sorry this keeps happening. To be fair, he didn't have the greatest season. Wasn't that bad though, I guess. About 4,000 yards, 27 touchdowns, 13 picks. Once again, absolutely no help running the football. And then we have another 1,000-yard receiver. The tight end is still playing well. I don't understand that one at all. Steve Bush was pretty good. T. Higgins, 7 touchdowns as well. Definitely not too shabby. Let's go ahead and check out these yearly awards. Jalen Hurts, no chance he's in any of these. We have Jalen Hurts at number 10 for Offensive Player of the Year. Okay, so maybe he can be in Best Quarterback. Probably not, but it's worth a shot checking. He is not. Okay, that's fine. Maybe he's going to retire this season. Maybe the one after. It's definitely coming close. Let's go to the Super Bowl, and then we'll check out the retirements to see if he is one of them. The Falcons and the Raiders are in this Super Bowl. The Falcons have Baker Mayfield, and he's still playing pretty well, so they probably will win. They actually don't win. 35-24, the Raiders will. Our man did not retire, but Isaiah Wynn and Chase Winovich did. Okay, so he's still going to be here for at least this season. Let's go to the draft, I guess. We can go over the development trait upgrades at some point, but there's no way Jalen Hurts is up in development trait. I'll just recap the team at the start of this next season, and if he's up in development trait, I'll point it out then. So I'm probably going to be disappointed in the draft once more. We have a new right tackle, Justin Key, normal development trait, a new middle linebacker, probably normal. Yeah, he does have normal, and then a 70 overall running back with normal. Okay. So, a crazy good draft here by the Patriots once again. Why is the computer so bad at drafting? I don't understand. But let's go ahead and check out the team. The defense got better, but the offense got worse. So the overall went down. Do we have a different running back? Probably not. We do not. We have an 83 overall. The offense is looking pretty bad at the moment. We're going to need Jalen Hurts to do some pretty crazy things here. But on the defensive side, I don't know how this side of the ball got better, to be honest. It doesn't really look too much better than it has been. But regardless, we still have 2 high 90 overall superstar X Factors. So, maybe that side of the ball can carry a little bit. Let's go straight to the playoffs, and we're probably not going to be in it once again. Just please don't fire me. I don't want to make a new coach. Okay, so finally, Jalen Hurts is in the playoffs. This team went 10-6, but they were in 3rd place. 11-5 for the Dolphins, 12-4 for the Bills. That's insane. Jalen Hurts, 4,300 yards. 31 touchdowns, 12 interceptions, one of his better seasons for sure. Was the rushing actually decent? It was better, but still not great. We have 17 rushing touchdowns, though, for both of these running backs, so I guess it wasn't too bad. Receiving-wise, Steve Bush was very good. Younger still doing well. Marshall pretty good. T. Higgins, 8 touchdowns. Definitely not bad. Okay, now I expect Jalen Hurts to be in some of these awards, for sure. MVP, potentially. Baker Mayfield's going to win MVP. He's still an 87. That is insane. Jalen Hurts, though, at number 10. There we go. AFC Offensive Player of the Year is going to Justin Herbert. We do have Jalen Hurts, though, at number 7. And then Best Quarterback. Is he on this list? Jalen Hurts is not on this list. Alright, it's going to go to Joe Burrow. Interesting. So, let's go ahead and advance by this game. Can the Patriots take down the Chargers? Probably not. I don't expect this team to actually win. And we do win. 34-23. I forgot to check out the Chargers overall, but it's fine. The Bills are a 91 overall. They are probably going to stomp us. But let's go to the conference championship. Let's see if we're in this by some miracle. We are not. 35-18. But at least Jalen Hurts made it into the postseason one time in his career. He might not retire. Hopefully he doesn't. We can go another season here. But I kind of feel like he will retire after this year. He's like 33 years old, I think, at this point. But the Bills and the Vikings in the Super Bowl. The Bills look like they have a really good team, and they're actually going to lose 24-19. Jalen Hurts is still not retiring. Okay, so he's still chilling here on the Patriots. I think, at least. Let me go ahead and check out his contract. I don't know if it's up just yet. I kind of forgot how many years have passed since the last time I checked out his contract here. Let me see if he's also up in development trade. He could be an X Factor. He is not up to X Factor. Okay, that's kind of sad, but it's whatever. He's an 87 overall with his morale boost. That's pretty cool. Anyone on the defense up in development trade? I don't really believe so. This team definitely needs to make some changes, and also the coach experience is certainly not being spent. That's fine. But let's just see what his contract is looking like at this point. He has one more year left on his contract. He honestly might just retire after that season. But who knows? Maybe we can get like a year or two on an actual really good team. That'd be kind of nuts. But let me go ahead and spend this coach experience. I might as well at this point. We have 9,000 coach experience. Alright, so am I disappointed once again in the draft? We got a 71 overall receiver, Mitch Waynes. 70 overall defensive end, Troy Scott. Looks pretty decent at least. So we have one pretty good player, I guess. I mean, that receiver's not terrible, but not a great first round selection. Let's see if the team went after anybody in free agency. I doubt I'm going to really recognize any of these players at this point, but let's see if we have a different running back. That would be really big, but most likely not. Maybe our running back's developing well? No, actually, we have a 75 overall running back now for this next season. Why does the computer just not value running backs, like, at all? This is so strange. But okay, once again, let's simulate. No chance this team makes it into the postseason. Alright, so we were fired again. I can't put another junior at the end of Anthos Schrambush, so I think the original Anthos Schrambush is going to come back. He's going to come out of retirement somehow. Probably like 80 years old at this point, whatever. So I assume then the team did not make the playoffs. No, they went 4-12. Dude, I feel so badly for Jalen Hurts. He's had such a bad, like, supporting cast for a while. Like, his receivers have been fine, but like I keep saying, like, the running back has been so bad this entire time. Even back on the Eagles, he didn't really have a good running situation until he had Kareem Hunt. And I feel like even then they didn't make the playoffs. So maybe Jalen Hurts just sucks. Probably not. 28 touchdowns, 18 interceptions, 4,400 yards. Not a great season. I guess not horrible, just too many interceptions, really. Rushing was terrible once again. Those are disgustingly bad numbers. Oh my, how are you that bad? How is it that we have this tight end who keeps having really good seasons, 8 touchdowns, over 900 yards, but his stats are terrible as a receiver, but then you have, like, okay running backs, and they do this badly. Like, these guys are playing like I'd imagine a 40 overall running back or a 50 overall running back would play. How is this even possible? Like, as a receiving threat, this guy is terrible. He's a 65 overall vertical threat. He has 68 speed, 71 catching. How is he even doing anything remotely well? It makes no sense how, like, running backs are, like, the weirdest position in this entire game. Maybe he's in one of these for the yearly awards just because of how many yards and touchdowns he had, but he's not going to be there for MVP. Offensive Player of the Year, potentially. He is not in that one either. Best quarterback is Joe Burrow. And no Patriots. Alright, so maybe this is the final season. I think it should at least be the final season where he's on the Patriots, unless they did re-sign him. But let's go to the Super Bowl, and of course we're going to see if he retired or not. He is still here. He has not yet retired. Okay, so we get another season of Jalen Hurts. I did not expect him to spend all this time on the Patriots. That's interesting. But let's go to the draft, and let's see if the team can finally get some decent players around them. But we've been here for so long. The team has been good one season. I don't really expect that to change this year. Actually, Jalen Hurts is not here. So either he retired, or he just switched teams. Alright, so Jalen Hurts is actually still in the NFL. He's just on a new team. He is now on the Falcons with Sean McVay, of all people, as their coach. Okay, what does this team look like? Still not a great team. We have Kyle Pitts, though. How is he only an 88? He really hasn't developed that well. That's crazy. We have an okay running back. Honestly, better than anything he had on the Patriots. So maybe he can, you know, make that work. The offensive line's pretty bad. The defense, we have a really good defensive tackle. AJ Terrell's up to superstar. That's pretty cool. McMullen looks pretty cool. Left outside linebacker. So not an awful team, but still not really a great team. Honestly, I don't expect him to do too well. We're going to give the Falcons offensive playbook a shot, though, for this first season, because I've seen them do pretty well in this franchise. So I guess let's see if Jalen Hurts can do fine with that playbook. All Jalen Hurts knows is pain. They're not in the playoffs. 7-9. How did he do, though, at least? 3,700 yards, 20 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. Really not a good season. The best rushing season he's dealt with in a long time. Both of these guys are actually pretty decent together. Anyone over 1,000 yards, Brian Holcomb gets close, 902 yards. Kyle Pitts gets 900. 800 yards here for Devin Vaught, however that's pronounced. Obviously, there's no way he's in those awards. I'm not even going to check. He did not have a good season. I guess let's head straight into the Super Bowl once again. Maybe now he's going to retire. It really sucks that he only had one playoff berth in his entire career so far. But the Chiefs and the Eagles in the Super Bowl. Let's see if the Eagles can win. That would be pretty cool at this point. 31-10. All right, 6. So I only have to wait like 13 more years for the Eagles to win another Super Bowl. Okay, so let's see if Jalen Hurts decided to retire yet. Jalen Hurts is still not retired. I also forgot to check out what his contract is. Let me just go to the next season. I think people can retire throughout this entire offseason. So let me just go to then, and then we're going to see if he retired at the end of it. Jalen Hurts is still trucking along here on the Falcons, and this team looks awful. This offense is going to be very bad this season. The defense at least seems pretty good, so that's cool, I guess. I also didn't check out who the team drafted, but let's go ahead and see that really quickly. In case we got any stud I just completely missed, potentially. A 75 overall middle linebacker. I didn't actually notice that guy. Hidden development trait, so actually a pretty good player. And then a safety with normal. Okay, he's not too bad. Let's advance one more time. I can't imagine Jalen Hurts is going to stick around in the NFL that much longer. So what, we've seen like 6 coaches get fired now in this video? Let's make a new one once again. Sean McVay's a free agent. That's so funny. But let's go back to the Falcons. Anthony Schrambush making another return. Now at like 84 years old. You know how it goes. This team finished 5-11, dude. Jalen Hurts just has not been that good. He's been like pretty good some of these years, but like once again this season, not a great season. Rushing probably not too good. Curtis Derby was alright, I guess. 985 yards, the most receiving yards, 8 touchdowns there, 6 touchdowns for Pitts. I'm surprised Kyle Pitts isn't doing better. Like, I'm really surprised he didn't develop that well. Considering the tight end we had on the Patriots, I don't know how Kyle Pitts is not doing much better than that. Let's go to the Super Bowl, though. Is this finally going to be the end of his pretty sad NFL career? It might be. Because he really hasn't done anything like spectacular. He's had a couple really good seasons, but sadly, one playoff win, I think, to show for it. The Raiders won the Super Bowl. They beat the Cardinals. Let's check out these retirements. I forgot to check out the last ones. But let's see if we have Jalen Hurts here retiring. All right, so surprisingly again, Jalen Hurts has still not retired, and he's made his way to the Browns. Brian Flores is the coach. Maybe this team can actually do well, because it is the Browns. The Browns are very good in simulation. I'm expecting good things from this team. I'm hoping this is the best team he's been on so far. Let's go ahead and advance, and we're going to see how this team plays. Okay, Jalen Hurts is in the postseason again. 8-8 for the Browns. That was good for 3rd in the division, but the Steelers also went 8-8 at last. That sucks. Jalen Hurts didn't really do anything crazy, but I guess is kind of doing what he used to do on the other teams, but I guess now it was good enough for the playoffs. The running back situation was finally pretty good. This is what I'm talking about, man. When you get like a decent running back, it changes a lot. Even though, honestly, we just made the playoffs this year because of luck that we're in this kind of conference right now where 8-8 was good enough. No one over 1,000 yards. That's fine. Kind of curious about the defense. I feel like the defense was pretty decent then because the offense really wasn't anything special. Jarius Fulton was pretty good. 10 sacks for him. 8 for Cole Ball, I guess was pretty decent. Okay. 28th on offense. Defense has to be okay, right? Like, there's no way they're this bad. 5th on defense. Okay, the defense was very good then. Miguel Garcia is going to win MVP. The Lions won 14-2. This is insane. Also, Baker Mayfield made his way back onto the Falcons. Jalen Hurts is not an MVP. AFC Offensive Player of the Year, probably Not on this list either. Best quarterback is kind of a long shot, but I guess we can check it out. He actually made it at number 10. Let's go. Alright, so now let's simulate by these games. Let's see if Jalen Hurts can win a Super Bowl. Please, he's going to beat the Kansas City Chiefs. Up next, the 12-4 Bengals. Can he win this game? He cannot. He's won 2 playoff games in his entire career so far. Alright, well, let's go to the Super Bowl, advance by, and check out their retirements once again. The Bengals and the Lions are in the Super Bowl. These teams both had a lot of wins, right? They both played super well. 12-4 for the Bengals and then 14-2 for the Lions, who are going to win the Super Bowl, 31-29. Jalen Hurts has finally retired after 15 years in the NFL. So the video is going to come to an end here. Honestly, not as successful as I had hoped, but it's alright. Let me know maybe some other players you'd like to see me do. I'm thinking maybe Carson Wentz on the Colts, I think could be interesting if I trade him. Maybe not just the Colts, but maybe some other team. The Carson Wentz one would be pretty short. It wouldn't take him too long to retire, I'd imagine. And then also maybe like Jalen Reagor. He could be cool to do a career mode with because he'd probably go up super, super well in overall. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Really hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.
Where every step you take is to or down.